Hi everybody. Let me just find myself on the iPad, make sure it's turned down. Right, and where are we? Oops. Hi Maureen, Dawn, Emma, Anne, Annette, Jackie, Sandra. Oh, this was a last minute. Hi Jenny, hi Pam, hi Sally Ann, Maureen. Oops. This was very last minute, so you'll have to excuse me if I'm still doing stuff in the background. Cold, wet London. I know, Deirdre, it's been like that here all day today. It was my turn to do the dog walk, so I was well wrapped up today. Just putting my sticky pads on. Hi Helen. As you may all have said, oh, can you hear me? Okay. Everybody. Right, what else needs? So can everybody hear me okay? I'll turn myself up. Can you hear me okay, Helen? Yes, yes. I'm guessing the yeses are for you can hear me. Yeah, all fine, lovely. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. That sounds like Phil, doesn't it? Thank you very much. Yeah, unfortunately he's not feeling 100% today. So thanks Dawn, loud and clear. So he's asked me to step in for him. So luckily I've got this card ready to do a YouTube video. So I've changed it up just a little bit for tonight and changed the inks for paints. So we're going to do a little bit of painting tonight. Not technical painting, just simple painting. Because I don't do technical painting. Right, I think that's got me ready. There we go, you can see what we're using. Hi Jane, brilliant, you found it. Hi Julia, hi Catherine, Doreen, Gwen, Julie. That's no problem, Julie, I love doing them. Hi Eugene, I'm pleased you did your walk earlier. Hi Sharon. Hi Sue. Right, Kieran's away as well. So you've got Helen looking after you tonight, or looking after me and you tonight. So I should be popping some links on and making sure that everybody can find us. Oh, I think I can still hear me through my iPad. Let me make sure it's down completely. Hi Audrey. Hey Marie, that's brilliant. Hi Lynn. So hopefully we're going to get it sorted so that I can do, hi Marie, YouTube as well as Facebook. But we're just sorting through a few bits at the moment. Have you any tips for pickup tool that doesn't pick up? Let me just find mine. So What are you trying to pick up? Are you trying to pick up pearls? Or gems? Well, I hope I'm not going to be flashing any part of my anatomy, David. I hope I'm all covered up. It's cold enough to be covered up. Hi, Helen. Hi, Esther. Hello, Mum. No, I know that's not me you're talking to, Susan. No problem, Nina. Sorry, I can't do YouTube as well as Facebook. But I've just said it's lost its sticky. Have you tried just taking the end off it, Julie? Mine still picks up. Mine still picks up. Oh, yeah. Maybe you've got some glue or something on the end of it, or a piece of glitter on the end of it. Have you checked the end? Maybe just take a little bit off the end. I don't know, with a craft knife or something. I'm just trying to find my craft knife. Pin flare, I don't know. I mean, you could just shave the finest point off it. I don't know if they're the same as Phil's, but that's what I would suggest. Either try and check. Hi, June. If the pickup tool is wax, could you not sharpen it? Yes, Carol. You could probably sharpen it if it fits into a pencil sharpener, but if you just, yeah, Pam, or if you warm it up, just make sure that you don't completely melt it. Sharpen it, or do like I did with the knife and just put it to a point again. Just take the end off it. But I can't comment on any other brand. I've not had any problem with Phil's. With Phil's tools. Keep it clean, David. Hi, Hazel. Oh, right, Doreen. I've never had any problems, so I've never had to explore what happens. But apparently if you roll it between your fingers and warm it up, it gets sticky again. So many connotations to that statement. Run it along some sellotape. Again, try everything. So I will be taking a note of all of these, and if I lose the sticky on my tool, I will be trying this as well. So getting back to tonight's project, it's not a construction one, which I know you'll find strange for me. Well, I suppose it is construction in one way. And you can see all the things that we're going to be using, and apologies, there aren't any. Oh, look, that's got some red on the back of it. Apologies, there aren't any of the Charm 2 dies left, but like I say, it was a bit of a last minute stand-in, so it was one that I'd got ready. So I am using some of the Charm dies, so please forgive me for that. Hi, Carol. Hi, Susan. Hi, Brenda. Nice surprise to see me. Oh, that's lovely, Brenda. Thank you. It was a surprise for me too. So this is one of the samples that I did for the shows for the new Charmed 2 dies. Wait for it to come into shot so that I can catch up on my iPad. So this I did with Distress Oxides. But tonight I'm going to be using the chalky paints, and as you can see, I'm going to be mixing it up and doing a mixture of blues instead of the pinks. So we can change it, apart from the flowers, and I don't think it's too bad to put flowers on a mail card, is it? Thank you, everybody. You're welcome, Janice. You know I love spending time with you all. It's all right, Anna, you haven't missed anything. No, I don't believe he has, Di. I think Karen's taking a list again like she did for the layer differently. So if you are wanting them, please get in touch with Karen and get your name added onto the list. And if there are enough of you, then I believe Phil will be reordering. Thank you. So as you can see, there's a few layers. Is that pink Kitsch Flamingo? I think it was. Let's just have a look. I think it was Kitsch Flamingo. Is that one? Yes. Yes, Kitsch Flamingo, and I believe this, the bit here, let me hold it up, is Lost Shadow. And the edge of this one is Lost Shadow as well. So just to take the edge off the white, but tonight I thought that I would do the base colour here with the darker blue, and this one is Secret Lagoon, and this one is a metallic one. And then I thought we would do the lacy layer, or the two lacy layers, with the lighter colour, and this one is Morning Dew. And then I thought we'd do this layer with Ocean Teal. And I'm not sure yet, I'm going to do the flowers with... It's all right, Elaine, you haven't missed anything, it's just me babbling on. Helen's just put the link up to the discounts that we've got on tonight. I haven't told you about those yet, have I? Karen's given us a 20% discount off the embossing folders. You can see in the background here, this is the heart lattice, and also the stencils that I'll be using. You've got the DL and the, I believe they're 6x6. Let me get my stencils out. So I'm using a DL one tonight, but you've got the Mechanation 6x6, and you've also got the same in the DL. And then you've got the Fanciful in the 6x6 and in the DL. It would look lovely in any colour, Anna, and I'm hoping tonight just proves that you can make a card look completely different by just using another colour. The offer is for the stencils, and this is the Sophistication, the 6x6 and the DL, and the one that I'm using tonight is the Extravagance, and you've got the 6x6 for that one as well. So you've got 20% off all the embossing folders. And tonight I'm using the heart lattice, but you've got several others that you can choose from. He was a coach, Brian, sign writer, and will bring home. I know, Jackie. They remind me of colour swatches when you're choosing a paint colour. You come out, you decide you want to do some decorating, and you come home with all these paint swatches and you've got them stuck to the wall. Yeah, so the disc, oh, that's a good one, Julie. I think it's until, normally No, that's the Thursday night, isn't it? Discount whilst it's live. I want to say Wednesday, but I'm not sure. It's in the sale area of the website. But if you follow the link that Helen's put up, it should take you directly there. And the discount until the 12th. Thanks, Helen. When's the 12th? Don't even know. Yeah, that's Wednesday. Yeah. So it's on until Wednesday. And the discount comes off automatically at checkout. So you don't need to put any codes in or anything like that. That's all been done for you. Put it in your basket. You come to checkout and it will tell you the discounted figure. 10th to the 12th. Yeah, thank you everybody. I knew I'd got a discount for you tonight, but I didn't know how long it ran for. I'm just finding the good bits out for you. So tonight, as I said, we're using these paint colours. So I'm mixing the metallics and the normal one. So we've got 2 normal and 1 metallic. It's all right, somebody's just put a message up. I think somebody's trying to find us. Okay, maybe they'll find their way in. So I'm trying to decide to do the flowers, whether I do it in tumbled glass, because this will be the colour that's on this layer. So I don't want to go too samey, so I might go for the light colours. What do you think? But we can test it on a piece of card when it comes to that, can't we? So I think we need to start getting on with making the card. Otherwise, it's all going to be drying, isn't it? Oops, I stood my card up and then it promptly fell over. Right, stand up. Right, so we are starting as normal with a 21 by 21 centimetre card. And you should, I make mine with A3 because A3 is 42 centimetres long. Helen's just put the link up for the acrylic paints that I'm using. Thank you, Helen, for helping me tonight. But if you were making this out of A4, and this is equivalent to the ice white, so if you were making this with A4, you would do 21 by 21 and you'd do another one that was 21 by 22 and a half, score at 1.5, and then you'd just make a hinge here. You think tumbled glass looks good? Yeah, I think the lighter one would go with it, just to separate the 2 colours out. So this is our card base. And the next layer, which we're going to put the paint on and do the stenciling, is 20 centimetres by 20 centimetres. And all we need to do is just lightly round the edges, because you can only see a little bit here. So there's that piece. Then we've got a piece that is 19 by 19. And as you can see here, glitter edge. That's just reminding me that I need to. So that's the stencil piece. We've then got another layer, which is from the Stitched Torn Squares. Don't know whether there's glare on this one. Wait till it gets caught up so that I can see what you can see. My iPad is very behind me tonight. Not behind me as in literally behind me. It's taken a long time to catch up. Oh, there you go. And the size that I'm using is the 3rd one in from the outside. I'm not sure whether they're still in stock or not, so apologies for that. And this one is one that we're going to be stenciling, and you can see that we're doing probably 4 centimetres in from the side. So again, we don't have to cover a lot of it, which is why I've used the DL stencil, because you get more detail. My card is definitely drunk tonight. It's not standing up. Sold out. Yeah, sorry. If I'd have had more time, I'd have checked that things were in stock. But the difference between the two stencils, let me take them out of the packaging so you don't get the glare, is that the detail on the larger one is larger. So the detail on the DL one, sorry Georgine, but you could do this with a rectangle as well. It would look just as good in a rectangle, but I don't know if there's any of those left either. So you can see the detail is bigger on the 6x6 than the DL, and as we're only covering a small amount of area, I thought we'd get more detail from the DL one, but you can choose which one that you use. So we've got to do 4 centimetres on this one, so let's just mark where we need to go up to. So we need to go up to about there and there. So you can put yourself little marks so that you know where you've got to go up to. And with this layer going on there, you can see that we've got very small area to cover. So we'll only go in about 1 centimetre. They are really useful, aren't they? I'm not sure. Let me just unplug one of my... I think I've got too many things plugged in that it was making my light flash. It was doing my head in, so I'm sure it was doing yours in. There we go. I think it's stopped. So I'll put those to one side. I don't think there was anything else that I'd got to stencil onto. So we are going, we said the darker colour, didn't we? So, oh, look at that colour. Look at that colour. I've been putting all the sticky tabs on the top of the lids, but I've been putting them on with the glue gel, and it's just not sticking to the plastic, so I've got to find a different way of putting them on. Let's just get the ink off the side there. Where's my water? It's there. So, right, I'm going to be using a stipple brush for this one. The stipple brush has got really short bristles on it, which is what you need for stippling, because you don't need them to move very much. Otherwise, when you press down with a normal brush like this, it goes underneath the stencil, or can do when you go in underneath. But with the stipple brush, you can see it doesn't, and they're really tightly compacted together. These are just off Amazon. So we will go in with a little bit of colour. I'm going to take it out of the lid for this one, and I'm just going to, don't know if any of you have used this technique before, and it's just dab, 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 dab. I use the red liner tape to stick my coloured... Oh, right, I shall have to try that. And you can just see with this that you get a dappled finish underneath that. Thank you, Brenda, I'll try that. That was the next thing on my list to try. Spent all that time doing the labels, and then every time I pick a pot up, it comes off. So this doesn't have to be perfect. Hi, Despina. Dab, 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 dab. Just wonder the dog's not barking at me because he can hear knocking. All right, let's see what that looks like. Oh, that looks lovely, doesn't it? Yes, they are the chalk paints. And they dry really, really quickly. I'm going to sneeze. Excuse me, everybody. I did turn away from the camera, so there's no extra splats. They will, Doreen. The other week, I think Phil bought 10, didn't he? And other people went on and bought some. I bought 3 packs yesterday. Thank you, Janice. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? So what you get in the packs of the paints, I'm just trying to find mine. You get 4 in the pack, and you can see there's one that's a longer bristle. What's that? The paints, Despina? You can see that these are really short. I might even cut that one a little bit shorter. So you get 4 in a pack, and I believe they're about $3.99. If anybody wants the link, I can put that on for you. Although if you just put they're Royal and Langnickel, I don't think Phil's got them on his website. I know he did talk about it, didn't he? Yes, the paints, no, they're not too bad. They're not watery. And you can water them down, because you can do the some watercolour effects. Okay, Sandra, as soon as the live's finished, I will put the link on. Oh no, Jenny. Have you tried... Oh, you bought 3 as well, did you, Doreen? Have you tried going out and going back in again, Jenny? So we're going all the way round the outside of this one. The paints don't take long to dry, but I just thought that we would get this done and out the way first, so that we can give them a bit of drying time. And you can see that you're not using that much paint, because all we've done so far is use what's in the lid. Oops. Stop there. You're welcome. Just add a little bit more to the corner there. That's not got much in that corner. That's it. So, were we going to do that? Yes, I answered my own question. So I'll do this one in the same colour. So we know we're going up to that line. Ah, he has got them on the website. Helen's just put the link up for them. Oh no, that is on Amazon. Sorry, I'm trying to look at the comments at the same time. Helen's just put the link up. So we're doing the same thing. Oh, I know Facebook can play up, can't it? Just get some out of there. Facebook just does not behave sometimes, does it? I know a few of you were saying in the group earlier that you were looking forward to the sneaky peeks and the pre-order, but I think you got a little bit ahead of yourselves because the DT haven't even got the products yet. We're expecting them in the next couple of days, so the pre-order and the sneaky peeks will be next Monday. There we go. So that's gone up to there, and then we'll repeat that the other side. Let's put that over there. It would make it easier, wouldn't it? And just put it in your lid. I think quite a few of you got them when Phil said about them before. It is a beautiful colour, isn't it? And this is one of the metallics. It's brilliant how you can mix the metallics and the normal chalky paints. You got Helen to thank, Jackie. She's on the ball tonight. Dob, dob, dob. I watch the live on iPad and comment on my phone. Yeah, I do that, Jackie, when I'm not doing the live. But when I'm doing the live, my phone is the camera, and I watch the comments on my iPad, and I don't seem to have any problems. I know if I'm just on one device, sometimes I struggle as well. Right, there we go, both sides. Doesn't that look lovely? And you can see that you keep the definition with the stipple brushes. Come on, catch up, Facebook. Catch up, catch up. The link for what, Christine? For the brushes? Oh, did 3. You can see on here the metallic in the paint, and you can see how the stipple brushes have kept the shapes. So what I will do with that is I've just put my brush into some water. I won't leave it in there. Put the lid on the paint, and I don't know about you, but I don't. Helen, could you put the link on for the brushes again, please, for Christine? Oh, she's just done it for you, Christine. Helen's just put the link up. So I don't like to waste. The wavy edge on the card is from the Stitch Torn square dies, but unfortunately the square ones are out of stock. I don't know, because they're an old die set. You could do exactly the same with the rectangles, but I don't know if the rectangles are in stock. It's great, isn't it, Wendy? Absolutely brilliant. You just feel as though you know people, you see their name all the time. So what I do with this is I spray it with water. I'm just going to do that off camera, and I'm going to put that onto another piece of card and get a sheet of paper. Make sure I've got nothing on it that you can't see. Oh, look at that. And I'm going to try again because I think there's some more on there. What brushes would you use if you don't have the stencil brushes? Just a very, I don't know if you could cut, because you need quite a not a flimsy bristle, you need a quite hard bristle. I don't know whether you could get like a stencil brush from like a DIY store. I don't know what else I've got. And you want it real, you want the bristles really short as well. So I'm not sure what else you would use unless you used, say, a piece of foam or something. Exactly, Jackie. It's a really good way, isn't it, of meeting people. And it's just so safe. There you go, another one. All I do with this is write the colour of the paint on the back so that when I come to use it, if I want to do more, I can do some more in the same colour. So I'm just going to wipe this one now. Could have got a bit more off that, but you could probably spend all evening, couldn't you, trying to get prints off there. And I'm just working on my craft sheet. Phil sells these in the shop, and you get, in a set of 2, you get an A3 and an A4. And all I've done with mine so that it's not as flimsy is I've put mine, you see the green mat here, I've just stuck it onto a green mat so that it doesn't curl up or anything. So that just makes it easier for me to transport. So what else have we got to do? What else? If you don't have a brush, a sponge used for cleaning. Yes, yeah, it can do. Whether you use the sponges that you use in the kitchen, you could use this sort of thing and use the sponge on here. Not sure whether you would get the texture from the sponge. It is like having a pen friend. No. And the thing is, we probably would never meet, would we? I mean, I was lucky enough to meet Sue Reardon at a workshop that I went to at Phil's shop in Sheffield. But if I hadn't have gone on that, yeah, I think a toothbrush is actually too hard unless you've got a soft toothbrush. Ah, what colour was the metallic paint? It was Secret Lagoon. Secret Lagoon was that one. So, what will we do next? I think that will be dry enough for us to put onto here. Doesn't that look nice already? So we are, where's my glue? Where's my glue? So we're putting this one flat onto the card base. And this is using Phil's PVA glue. I've just put it into as Phil's premium PVA glue, and this is the 500ml. You can see it's nearly empty, that one, but I decant it into a smaller container. It is a lovely shade, isn't it? Just so that I get less glue coming out. So you actually save on your glue. So I'm going to turn that upside down just in case the paint isn't dry, but it is. So that's the way it opens, even though it's upside down, it's not on the card. Right, so this layer is going to go on top, and you can see that we're only going to see a small amount round there. So I've already put sticky foam tape on the back of this one. So just bear with me whilst I take the backs off this. Don't like it to go saggy, so make sure I put plenty on there. Probably a bit overkill, but better to be safe than sorry. And as you can see, they're really easy to take off. Try and get that in the middle. I think that's the middle. Yeah, close enough. Put those little sticky bits in the bin. When you decant the glue, do you add water? I don't, but then if it does become too thick, as Phil's glue is a lot thicker, then you can add some water to it, just to thin it down a little bit. Where do you get the foam pads from? I get them from Pink Frog, and they come on a big reel. So this one we are going to be adding some glitter. So let me just get a piece of paper to catch. Let me find a clean piece. I'm just rummaging in my drawers for a piece of paper with nothing on the back. Oh. That's got a nice mermaid on the back. I don't know what that's from. Right, so we're going to be using Diamond Dazzle. Oh, brilliant, Maureen. That's good. So I'm going to add glitter on the edge of this layer. And I can't get my head right in the shot because my camera holder is right in front of me. So let's just go round. Oh, that's better if I hold it at an angle. You don't have to be too precise with this, because we're going to be covering it up with glitter. So Karen's kindly give us a discount tonight on the stencils that I'm using and also the embossing folders. So Helen's put the link up. It's 20% off, which is added automatically at checkout, and they'll be on sale until Wednesday. So if you wanted to get those, you can start recreating this card or coming up with something of your own design. I've seen some lovely things on Facebook just lately. Spilling this glitter all over the place. Let's clear up a little bit, shall we? It's because my camera is right just here, so I can't get my head underneath. Not very loud? Well, I'm not very loud. Priscilla? Can you not hear me very well? Or are you answering somebody else? I'm not sure. I'm probably mumbling, am I? So we've added glitter all the way round there. So just put that to one side for a minute. Put the lid on my glue. Put the excess up there. No, it's all of them. It's all of them, Julie. Which is really good, isn't it? There are some very talented, just giving me top a waft, because I've got glitter on it. There are some very talented crafters in the group, yes. I don't know who it was that was doing some backgrounds earlier. Hi Tina, don't worry. I'm just having a slurp of my drink. Right, what's next? Oops, I just caught the edge of that with my hand. Right, so now we will, what we're doing next, I think, so this is the border from, where are we? This is from the Charm 2 set, and that is the borders, and we're using this strip here. And you all know that I like to try and use things in a different way. So with this one, we're going to paint it with the, what did I say? We're going to paint it with the lighter colour. Can't remember what I said we're going to do. I think I've missed using one of the colours. Yeah, we'll use the Morning Dew. I've had that stood upside down. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a normal paintbrush for this, and I'm going to take that out of the lid and just paint that on there. The paints dry really, really quickly, so we won't have to wait long for it to dry. So this is not using the stipple brush, this is using a normal paintbrush. So this will just give a smooth finish. I couldn't think of the word there. This will give a smooth finish, whereas the stipple brush gives more of a dappled finish. So let's just do the other side. Just die cut from the borders last night. Yeah, they are. The borders are so useful. I think out of all of the Charm 2 sets, I think the border dies was the ones that I used the most. And I think other people have said as well that they've been useful. I think I must like this paint because I'm halfway down it already. And this one, I don't know whether I gave you the colour, the name of this one, but it's Morning Dew. And we certainly had more than Morning Dew this morning. It was very wet stuff. So again, put my paintbrush in the water. Somebody said before, Julie, that they'd lost the comments, but they managed to get them back. I can't remember. I think if you comment, you then have to go back into it to find, if you click on the picture, how to get the 20% off. If you go to the website, Linda, and go to the sale section on Honeypot Crafts website, go to the sale section and you will find that there's one that's got the date of this week on it. Let me see if I can get it. Just bear with me. I'm just going to go into the website. No, we don't want bathroom mounting. We want Honeypot Crafts. Just bear with me. I'll see if I can. Honeypot Furniture, Honeypot Crafts. There we go. Got it. Website. allow, website, accept. So yeah, if you go to the sale items, it says special offer 10th to the 12th of February. Let me just see if I can copy the link, come back to you wherever you are. See if that one's any better. Yeah, the discount is automatic at checkout. It doesn't look as though my link is coming up any different to the one that Helen's putting up. But yeah, if you just go to the sale section and look for 10th to 12th of February and go in there, you'll see everything that's on offer. And that is automatic at checkout. No worries, Samantha, sorry. So that one's still a little bit wet, and we needed to do this one as well, didn't we? So let's do this one. Get my brush out of the water and give it a little dry. So who's busy playing with all of their charmed dies when they've arrived? I've seen a few cards have been added to the group. Did you get them? Did you not manage to get them? If you didn't and you want them, please get in touch with Karen or the shop, because I think she's got a list that she's adding names to see if it warrants ordering more stock. Do we know? Yeah, the next release is next Wednesday on Hobby Maker. And we're doing a sneaky peek to you all on the Facebook Live on Monday, and you'll be able to pre-order as well. Phil's been really busy. I'm not sure, Tina. I'm not sure. I think Facebook has got a mind of its own at the moment. So what we will do with this layer is I just want to add ink round, and I did write on the back where this came from. This one came from another one of the, where is it? I've got a stack of things here. I wasn't looking, but I've asked to be notified when they come in. Hopefully, Christine, they will reorder. Yeah, Linda, just give the shop a ring. Borders and circles, but waiting for the others. Yeah, the borders are just so useful, Janice. No worries, Sandra. Yeah, really, really good. I don't think, well, the borders are my favourite, but I don't think there's a favourite shape because you can intermingle all of them together. So this rectangle here comes from the Charmed Rectangles too, and it's the 1, 2, 3, it's the fourth one. It's this one here. So it's the second fancy frame and it's the border. You can see I've done this. So if you cut it with that first, before you emboss it, you won't lose any of the embossing. But if you emboss first and then cut the shape, it actually flattens the embossing. Oh, Doreen. Well, ring the shop or get in touch with Karen and get your name on the list. So this is the heart lattice, and this is one of the stencils that is on offer. Just reading what your comments are saying. So I've embossed this with the heart lattice, and you can still see some of the debossed line around the edge. And this one again is on foam tape, and we're going to add ink round the edge of this one. So let's have a look. So it's going to be on the top of this one. So we hadn't decided which. I think it wants to be that one or that one. I know some thought tumbled glass earlier. Really, Samantha? Yeah, they are really good. Yeah, I cut them all out in white first. Heart-shaped nesting set. I think in the original Charmed, there was a heart shape, but I'm not sure whether there's any of that left. I think I'm going to use the broken china for this so that it stands out on that dark colour, and then I might use the light one to do the flowers. Tumbled glass. The lighter colour, right, we'll go with, 2 people said lighter colour, so I'm going to go with the lighter colour. Now then, have I got, I'll get one of my finger daubers out. Bear with me, putting my arm across the camera. Knock everything flying. Tumbled cloth, broken china. What am I using? Tumbled glass. There we go. So Phil has these on his website, and I've just used one for each colour, and I've put the name on each one, and then just put a little blob of the colour at the top. So let's put that up there, and we'll add some of, which one were we doing? Were we using tumbled glass? I've lost the plot. No, we were using broken china. Oh dear. Get with it. Get with it. Broken china. There we go. There's broken china. It has its slot to sit in. No, the paint isn't in the... I have to be organised, Karen. I really do. Right, I'm going to pick this up and just go round the edge of this because I've got the foam pads already on the back. So... if you hadn't got the foam tape on the back, you could use your blending brushes or your smoothies, however you add ink onto the edge of your cards. I think you're doing a great job multitasking, thank you. Great minds think alike, eh, Emma? Yeah, I think that goes nicely with it, doesn't it? Just finishes it off. And what I'm going to do is just do the card that we previously stenciled, just so that the bit that's sticking out the top is the same colour. So we've got that done, we've got that done, and I need to do the edge. What do you use to make your labels? What, the labels on my finger daubers? I use a machine. Hang on, let me get it out. A label printer. This one's a Brother label printer, and all you've got in there is the cassettes of the tape, and it prints those out. And this is what I do all of mine with. back in the drawer. Yeah, that's exactly what I've got, Emma. It's just so easy. It takes either batteries or you can buy a mains adapter for it. But I was getting through so many batteries because it takes about 6 AAAs. So I decided to get the power adapter. It was only about £10. But it's well worth it if you use it a lot because the batteries don't last, do they? Right, let's put those over there and we're going to stamp our sentiment. Right, where's my stamping platform? There it is. I'd be lost without, and you're in for a treat tonight because I've put a clean piece of paper in. I've got one, but mine's like a little typewriter. Yeah, you can get all sorts. Yes, I have got a giveaway at the end. I have got a giveaway for you. The same as normal. Phil normally does a giveaway at the end of his lives, doesn't he? Now, you all know that I use my piece of acetate, and the sentiments that we're using tonight are hidden. Right, here we go. These are the statement sentiments, and this is the essential set, and this is the one that we're going to be using. I was going through a lot of batteries. Oh, right. I like that. You're on Phil's train of thought. You could steal it, I mean borrow it. They're great, aren't they, Jean? So with a circle, I would put it in the corner and I would just make sure that the two sides are against there, and you just secure it in place with your magnets. Then I'd put the acetate over the top. Oh, Wendy, was it you that had fallen downstairs or something? It does look really neat. And I've done the finger daubers, I do all of my ink pads, I put it onto my embossing folders just on the top there. I don't keep them in the packaging. The sentiment stamps, Elaine, Helen's just put a link on for them. So I've just put the acetate over the top, and if you want to see whether it fits, you can offer up the image that's printed onto the acetate. Excuse me. I know, Karen, it's awful, isn't it? So you can see that this sentiment fits just nicely onto there. So what you do with this, throw it on your acetate. Let me just have a drink. Yeah, more organising, Karen. I always find organising to do. So once you've put it on your acetate, you can see that the stamp's on top there. You can move it about so that you can get an equal border, top and bottom, right and left. Obviously with a circle you don't have to make sure that you get it. You could do it like that and still have it so that it fits. But we'll go with this. Let me stand up and look through. And we're going to stamp this with the oxide. So put the lid down and then just take the acetate off and put that to one side so that you can add it later. Move that out the way. And we're going to use Broken China. Sold out. Oh. Oh, sorry people. If I'd have had more time, I'd have made sure that everything that I'm using was in stock. Oh, it's so good, Julie. I ruined so many pieces of card before. And as you can see, it's not perfect, but the whole idea of using the stamp platform is so that you can go back in. So we'll go back in for a second time. The oxides don't normally, unless it's a new ink pad, give a perfect... No, still need to go in for another one. So I'm going to rub it over and then dab it. No, sorry, there were some sentiments, but I think somebody must have got hold of them before you got on there. But they're a lovely big sentiment to add. I think we'll just go one more. This one is my old Broken China. I need a new one. Let's get that bit of whatever out of the way. Oh, but I just feel as though you ought to be able to get hold of it, Karen, because I'm showing you how to use it. Never mind, never mind. Right, I think that's it. So let's take this out of my stamping platform, put that piece of acetate in so that I know where it is next time. Give my stamp a spray with water and a quick wipe. I just use a microfiber. You can see it's well used. Use a microfiber cloth and we'll take that off. If you lose the sticky off the back of a stamp and it won't adhere, just spray it with water and then wipe it, or put it under the tap and just rinse it and dab it off, and it brings the sticky back on the back of the stamp again. I know sometimes if you use your inks or you get glitter on the back, that's just one way. God, my stamping platform hasn't looked as clean as this for ages. I bet it won't last like that for long. So we've got our sentiment now. Are you Nicholas or are you somebody else in disguise? So we'll take the circle. I've got these sentiments. Yeah, they're really good, Jackie. Sometimes the big sentiments just make, like this one here. This is the card that we're making tonight, and it just is so impactful in the centre of there. Right, so we've got the circle that we added paint to, and I think I stuck this on. And again, these are from the Charmed Circles. So that Broken China goes really nicely with that light paint, doesn't it? Make sure there's nothing on there before I turn it over. That's it. Put the lid on my glue. Right, I think we can get to construction. They are, Karen. Yeah. Right, so card base. Make sure it's opening the right way. Then we are going to take the border stamp, and what we're going to do is we're going to cut it in half. So it doesn't have to be Doesn't have to be tidy, just cut in half with a pair of scissors. And then we're going to put it on one side. And what I like to do is line it up so that you've got the same, I'll bring this up to show you, so that you've got the same overlapping, so you've got one of the circles overlapping there and one overlapping there. So all I would do then is snip that off there and snip that off there. That they can, would I put them in my bits box? Probably. And you can see now that that nicely lines up on there. And we're just going to do the same with the other side. Straighten that up a little bit. So we're going, where are we going? We're going there and there. So it's putting me off with the writing being the wrong way. So look at where that goes, and that is going to go on foam pads, and these are going to go flat. So we need to work out where, oh, I'll tell you an easy way to do that. We'll add foam pads to the back of this. I didn't get this one done. You can see that they're just so easy. And I just cut mine into separate strips. I keep them in my little skip tidy. You can see them all there, look. Either you've stopped talking, or my comments are oh no. You could try using it on all four sides. When I've put these foam tape, the foam squares on, we'll see what it looks like, shall we? If you put them on all four sides. You'd have to get something to match up in the corners, wouldn't you? Or for me, I would. So if you put that there, oops, and that there, you could get it to match up in the corner like that, couldn't you? Like that. That would look really good, wouldn't it? Although if you've got the square Charm 2 dies, then you would have a square to go round it. Or you could use, if you haven't got the square dies and you've just got the border dies, then yes, you could improvise. Good idea, Julie. So what I'm going to do with this is, I know these two are the sides, so if you're not sure, so we've got stenciled edge there, stenciled edge there. So just do a pencil line. Take these outside ones off. And match. Match it up. So then you're sticking it to the foam pads underneath. So the border will be flat, but the actual square layer will be raised. Let me see if I can show you. So So I've got the foam pads on the back of here. So all you would do is match up it's a bit too much. Or you could put glue on the back of your foam pads. You can see that, can't you? So it just giving it a really frilly edge now. So these will be flat to the card and the foam pads will raise the square up. Put these in the bin. And I'm going to put a little bit of glue on the back of this just so that I can reposition it if I need to. And I will also put some glue on the back of the border so that it sticks to the card. Oh, that's brilliant, Brenda. So again, double checking just to make sure. The amount of times I've made Australian cards. Right, let me stand up. Equal top and bottom and side to side. It's looking pretty already, isn't it? I like the light and the dark. Got a piece of glitter on my glasses. Where is it? There it is. I've got spots before my eyes. Right, so then we're going to add this panel on the top here. And this is the one that we've already put the foam tape on the back. Yes, I've seen somebody else put Pritt Stick on the back of the foam tape as well. But I always have my wet glue to hand, so I use my wet glue instead. But yeah, if you've got a Pritt Stick or glue stick to hand, then that works just as well. So make sure that you get the hearts the right way up. And I'm just bringing it towards me so that I can get it central-ish. I love that ish. So we've got a more striking colours on this one, haven't we? So on top of this, we've stuck the sentiment on top of that, and this as well goes on to foam pads. You can use glue gel. I just didn't use glue gel because we're going layer upon layer, and as we all know, the glue gel takes a little while to set. Right, so we need to make sure that this is the right way, equal side to side, equal top to bottom. I think that's about right. There we go. So that's got that on there. And now we just need to make our flowers. So put the card to one side and bring in the flowers. Empty it all out. These trays, Helen put me onto these. These come from the works, and I've just been and fetched another couple of loads today. You get 3 in a pack, and they're £3. So you can stack them like this for when you're doing multiple projects. So we are using, where are they? In my pile somewhere. If you could see the mess to the side of me. Right, let's take these out the pack. Do you still do your Tuesday class? I haven't done, Nina, but I'm going to try and do some more lives. I just haven't worked out when's best for everybody. It does look good without anything else on there, doesn't it? I mean, you could quite easily give that to a man, couldn't you? Or do you think it's a bit fussy? Orange and lemon, yeah, that would look really good. I mean, you could add cogs to this and use the machination. Use the machination, so it's got more cogs and everything on it, and you could make it into a Valentine's card, couldn't you? Quite easily. So the flowers that I'm using are the delicate daisies, and the ones that I've used is that one, and the small one. So the 3 that are turned over. You've got some quite big statement flowers in these, but I've used the smaller one. So there's 4 of that one. 4 of that one and 4 of the smaller one. And we're just going to add some colour just to the tips of these. Right, my iPad is running out of juice, so let's plug that in. Hopefully it doesn't... what battery have I got on there? Hopefully it's not flashing. Black and white would be very striking. Yeah, they came from the works. Yeah, a different colour for a man's card. I'm sure Emma will have a go. Because where I've put the flowers in the corner here, you could use cogs in the corner, couldn't you? Just a thought for anybody wanting to do Valentine's card. I've made mine. Do you want to have a look? You've probably seen it in group because I put it in the group. Make sure I get these the right way up. Now what I use to do mine is, because they're such small flowers, is I just use a little makeup brush. And I don't know whether we need the light colour for the flowers or the broken china. What do we think? Broken china or tumbled glass? Oh, brilliant, Emma. Yeah, have a go at the black and white one. It would look really nice as a white on white as well, wouldn't it? Like with the luster metallic paint. So what we're going to go for, the broken china or the tumbled glass? What do we think? Light. Right, we'll go with the first comment, tumbled glass. So we're going for tumbled glass for this one. So all I'm doing with this is adding it to the edge. Don't know whether you can see. And then just shading it in. So adding it to the edge and just gently bringing it in. Because sometimes these petals are so delicate. Sorry, Wendy, I've gone for tumbled glass. So we're leaving white in the centre. But dark around the edge and lighter in the middle. Yeah, you could. I got a container of, I think they're sold as eyeshadow applicators. And of course they come from Amazon, good old Amazon. Two-tone would look nice. Shall we have a go at two-tone then? So, just makes it more precise, and if you're adding colour just to the centre of them, it means that you've only got the small applicator to get into the centre of the flowers. Just makes it a little bit easy. Or like somebody just said, they use an earbud. Being a bit speedy doing these. Bit of speed crafting going on. Yes, please, two-tone. Okay. We will have a go at two-tone. Small flowers are tiny and really delicate, aren't they? Oops. Well, you've used the Morning Dew paint. I could use a grey on the black. Yeah, that one there. Yeah. Use a grey or the, what did I call it? The, oh, Luna metallic paint. That would look nice. Let me just see if I can find it. Bear with me. I'm just going to go in my cupboard. Hope you can still hear me. I'm back. Let me see if I can find my Luna. Luna, Luna, Luna. Where are you, Luna? That one. That's a metallic, like a metallic white. The flower dye that I'm using is the Delicate Daisies, Irene. Right, so we're going in with the dark one now, are we? So we're going in with the Broken China. So I'll go in with the applicator again, and we're just going on the ends. Is that right? So just on the ends. Oh, doesn't that look lovely? Doesn't that look lovely? Soften that one a bit more. Look at that. So that's the one with the darker edges, and that's the one just with the light. That's what we're here for, Judith. We all help each other, don't we? Just waiting for... You can see the difference, can't you? Yeah, so we'll carry on doing that. Whoever said that, brilliant idea. And if you don't add too much paint when you put it on, you can blend it a bit easier. I think I went a little bit heavy-handed to start off with. Right. Very nice. Two-tone is lovely, isn't it? Just a couple more to go, and then we can shape them and get them on the card. You only want the very, very tips of these little ones, don't you? So it's so helpful having the small applicator, because it's easy to put it on. Concentrating, can you tell? Oops, I got a bit more on there than I wanted. There we go. So I'll put that to one side. Do I need to do any more colouring? No. So I can take my craft sheet away, and then we can get shaping. So turn them upside down, and we're going to have 2 layer flowers. So we'll have 3 in one corner and 3 in another. So the bigger ones I use the larger ball tool on. Got some red on the back of that one, but once we've got it shaped up and layered up, you won't see that. The flowers are an ideal way to use all your odds and ends of, I think we need the smaller one for this one, odds and ends of card. I mean, my white card is, well, I've got loads of it. I need to have a flower making session. Get some more of the applicators. Right, we'll turn these over and then we'll shape them, get them stuck together and put on the card. Where's my... Just spring to life. For bigger flowers, I would use my ball tool, but I just use like a bamboo, is it a cocktail stick or a kebab stick? And we'll get those put together, and we've got to decide. It is so relaxing, isn't it? Got to decide what we put on them. Do we want a darker? Let's get them stuck together and then we can decide what we want to put on them afterwards. Tweezers. So we want to offset them, so that the petals go in between petals. Don't know what I'd do without my tweezers. Just makes fiddly jobs like this so much better. Look at the dimension in that flower. Isn't it good? Right, then the next ones. Put glue in these whilst we're at it. The applicators are great on larger flowers. Oops. Put in a coloured vein. Yes, yeah. I know, it's so amazing, isn't it? All of a sudden you have a piece of white card, you die cut something, and it looks completely different, and then you add colour to it, and then you add gems and glitter. It's just so great. Do the little dainty ones. Oops. I don't know how you do this without tweezers. So, ordered the applicators. Oh, great stuff. So, we will have one here, then on there, and on there. So, on there and on there. So the next question is, what colour? Oh, I think they go really well, don't they? Oh, I think I've answered my own question. Yeah, I'm going to go with those. Or those. Which ones do you think? Those ones or those ones? What do you all think? It is. I mean, you have use for smaller flowers and bigger flowers. Yes, which one? The darker one? Darker. Yeah. Darker, yeah. I've seen a couple for darker. Yeah, we'll go with those. And they are the teal shimmer gems. That's the teal shimmer. So we'll add them to the centre, and then we'll put glue gel on the back and add them to the card. So tipping a few into the lid. Hopefully you can still see what I'm doing, and I haven't completely gone off screen. Glitter would look nice on the tips of the flowers. Yeah, definitely. It does flatten the flower, but what you can do whilst you're pressing the pearl into the centre, you can also lift the leaves up, the petals up, sorry, if you can see what I'm doing. So add, oh, it's alive. You could actually do a mixture of both of them, couldn't you? Right, and then the smaller ones for that one. And another smaller one. And just press them into the glue, and the glue doesn't take long to... Blues and whites go lovely together, don't they? So we decided on the teal shimmer for those. I wasn't quite sure which ones we would be using. So, glue gel. Where are you, glue gel? Oops. I'm knocking my paint over. Yes, I actually did get champagne ones out to use. Great minds think alike, Karen. Right. So, my glue gel on the back of the flowers. Hopefully they've had, oops, time to settle. So, adding the glue gel onto the back of these. A little bit less on those ones. And a little tiny dot on the back of those, on the smaller ones. So with this, the foil is actually in the lid. So make sure you bring it up so that it's just coming out and put the lid on. I've never had one go dry yet doing it like that. Can't find the gems, are they still available? It was the pearls that I used, the teal shimmer pearls. What other colour would you use with green? What sort of green are you using? Who's that? Nina. Nina was asking what other colour you would put with green. Yeah, a darker and a lighter green would look good together. I think using different shades of the same colour. Oops. Put that in the wrong place. Different shades of the same colour look nice together. Yeah, olive green with vanilla card, yeah. And you've got some lovely green paint colours. So once the glue gel is dry, we can then shape the petals up. It's just moving around a lot at the minute, so I'm going to keep that still. The big ones are on the edge of the circle, the sentiment circle, and the others are just on another level, and you can just see they've been raised up on glue gel, so you can see how different they look. Oh, I put glitter around this circle as well, but I haven't on this one. But you can see how different they look in two different colours, can't you? But equally as nice using paint as opposed to ink. Or you could use a combination of paint and ink. So there we've got the two, and this one has got gems in, whereas this one has got pearls on. Green and light pink, yes, definitely. Green and pink looks lovely together. I've really enjoyed that tonight. Hope you have as well. So the giveaway that I've got is for one of the stencils. So what I'll do is I'll go back. You're welcome, Susan. I enjoyed it. What I'll do for the giveaway is I'll just scroll back up to the top. You like the pink one, do you? Just having a slurp of my drink. And I'll get my paintbrushes out of the water so I don't leave them. Oh, hi Caroline, I didn't realise you were here. I didn't see you pop in. That's it, that's dried my brushes off. Put them back in my pot. You're welcome, everybody. Oh, thank you, Georgine. What a lovely thing to say. I can't wait to see the black and white one, Emma. I think it'll look fabulous. I'm going to put this video onto my YouTube channel because I know the people on YouTube, some of them don't come on Facebook, so hopefully that will give them a chance to have a look. So let me scroll back to the beginning without knocking my iPad over. And choose a name from random, and Karen Boland it's come up with your name. Let me write it down just so that I can let them know. So, Karen Boland. If you can get in touch with Karen on the Sentimentally Yours Facebook page, or give the girls in the shop a ring. So Karen Boland, if you want to ring the shop, you've won one of the, either a DL or the 6x6 stencils. Oh, navy and cream. Oh yes, lovely. So many different colour combinations. You could just keep going. You could have purples, you could have greens, you could have a mixture of all sorts. So give it a go. If you want to know any measurements or what I use, then message me and I can let you know. And I look forward to seeing them in the group. Hopefully Phil will be back fighting fit on Thursday for more of his wit and humour. And obviously more demonstrations. Don't forget, on YouTube on Tuesday he has Technique Tuesday. I think it's made it to 30 minutes now. Started off at 10, went to 20, and now it's got to 30. So, oh, Luster card. Yeah, definitely, Dawn. Definitely. Right, I'll love you and leave you to your crafting, and talk to you in the group. Thank you very much. Bye.